Today's word vitamin is about a tricky word, a demanding word called faith. I often explain through metaphors and stories our emotional realm and ways to reframe it, understand it, question it and study it, because the internal world is invisible. However, it shows up in our external life. I often think of, our heart print being like a 20-cent piece under a piece of paper, and if you get a lead pencil and rub it on top, the imprint of the heart shows up, even though you can't see the coin underneath. And how our faith shows up in everyday life is powerful, because at the end of the day it boils down to two areas we channel our faith in, because we've all got faith. But some of us have faith in science, some of us have faith in religion, some of us have faith in love, some of us have faith in fear. And whatever we focus on grows. So we can create self-fulfilling prophecies if we focus on believing and investing in fear, or believing and investing in love. Both will work. So with this word faith, there's an old Scandinavian saying, and that is that faith is a bird that feels dawn breaking and sings while it's still dark. And for most of us, we've had those times in our life where it's been really dark and we've felt alone, on our knees on the floor, fetal, not believing that we could ever find strength to keep going, or believing in love, or that we're worthy, that we're not innately flawed. Maybe you haven't been that dark, but I know I sure have. And one thing I've learned through looking back is at those pivotal times where we feel like we're going to die, or even we want to die. With a death, a birth always follows. And with those pivotal times, they're usually emotionally quite violent and painful. And if you didn't know what a woman birthing a child was, if you didn't understand, if you're an alien from another planet, and if you watched her birthing, it would look like a death. It would look violent and messy. And that's because it is, because the death of the girl is giving way for the birth of the woman and the mother as she births her child. And, I kind of find for many of the people that I work with, they are letting go of the death of a chapter of life or a phase of life. And it can feel scary. I mean, really scary. It can feel life-threatening, like, we're going to snap. And faith that dawn will follow night, and the sun will rise, and the tides will go in and out. There are universal laws that we can rely on, and that where there is love, there is hope, and there is growth. So some food for thought around this tricky word called faith this morning. I hope it's such a personal journey, and I personally have always had faith in Mother Nature and Father Time. The word God means anything to me. It's G-O-D, great outdoors. And Mother Nature and Father Time have never let me down yet. And in my darkest moments, when I've looked up at the night sky, I've gone for a walk, lit a candle, I've been able to hold on and get through. So I hope if you are going through a dark time, that this little word vitamin on faith, feel free to read the whole thing if you'd like to, has been helpful. Mwah! Lots of love. I'll be back tomorrow. Bye.